What's going on, guys? Welcome to another session with your boy Phrankleen. So in line with everything that's going on globally and stuff, I hope everyone is keeping safe. I hope you're healthy, you and your family are doing good and stuff. I wish you all the best. I wish you blessings. I wish you good health. Right, today I want to talk about Africa, but before I do I want to talk to you about Sendwave. Sendwave basically is an app that you can download within the two shakes of a dock still on your mobile devices, be it Android or your iOS device, iPhone, right? So basically allows you to send money from the US, the United Kingdom, and other parts of the world, and to Ghana, Kenya, Uganda, Nigeria, and a couple of other African countries. Okay, now the amazing thing is when you put my name Phrankleen as it's spelled on my channel, you get £5, $5, and or €5 added to your very first Sendwave transaction. All right, so get cracking. Right, with regards to the global palaver that's ongoing, I personally, I'm sure some of you might have noticed, there's a growing trend, which is a massive scale of infringement against or upon our civil liberties, okay, in terms of freedom of expression. Freedom of expression is being suppressed on a large scale, or civil liberties are being crossed before our eyes, and it is worrying. But in line with this, I want to talk about Africa very briefly. This is going to be a short video, okay? I've noticed a trend on some of these platforms that we use in the past few days. Big YouTubers have had videos taken down, contents removed aggressively with no explanations, for basically daring to speak up. What we need is a decentralized system, okay? And we need our own platforms, black folks. We need our own platforms whereby we can express ourselves. And there is a rude awakening whereby people are realizing that now. It's it's natural as a human being. It's hurtful when you put an amount of effort into something. Somebody just comes around the corner and they tear that thing down like a sandcastle, like water thrown at the sandcastle, right? But I think the long and short of the message that's being passed across is basically there are people who are showing us that they are powerful, that they can do whatever they like. They can crush, they can trample on our civil liberties, and they can trample on our freedom of expression. They can impose and they can force us into their jurisdiction. And if you don't do as you're told, we're going to do X, Y, Z. So it's basically a chain it's a web of different bites and of these so-called segments or bites of these so-called departments of these powers that be, that work together globally to execute one aim, one target. So because if you really have been paying attention to the news, or particularly social media, and watching the trend of things in the past few days, you perfectly understand what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about Africa. As an African, I am deeply worried in the sense that, you see, the do-nothing approach, which we are mostly known for, do nothing in the sense that our leaders, or we as a group of people, have watched our rights, our voices being trampled upon generation after generation. I've used my platform, I keep using my voice to express my dissatisfaction, unhappiness, and I'm sure a lot of you align and you share those views. It's a common knowledge. But you see, we keep talking, which is great. We're pushing it out there. But they do nothing in terms of execution and actually seeing the desired changes materialize. If we fail to do nothing, or we carry on in this pathway, I fear that it's already started. There is a wave of how do I call this, of a new colonialism coming towards Africa. This is going to be brutal compared with what might have happened some 400 or 500 years ago. There are countries like China who are buying heavily into the lands and infrastructure in Africa. These things are not a joke. A lot of us who are Africans, regardless of what your country, which country you came from, our leaders, I keep saying it, most of them are puppets. Okay, they've signed off Africa. Africa is on the dining table, man. These people have keep carving into the flesh and bones on a daily basis. The long and short is the very tiny number that govern the planet. They want by every means possible the resources that belong to Africa. Put it quite simply, they desperately want it. Not the occupants of Africa, the Africans, you and I. They want us out of the way. They want to absolutely dominate Africa. And I mean absolutely dominate Africa. Dominate Africa, every nooks and cranny. Dominate every single resources in Africa. If that happens, it's game over. You know, some might try to be optimistic and say, oh, that's not going to happen. I worry a lot. Where will Africa be in the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years, 50 years from now? It's scary. I'm sure you can see with everything that's been happening in the past few days and you know, weeks and all that stuff. Some of us, right? Many of us who put our heart and soul, our passion into platforms like YouTube. We generate contents, we put content on YouTube, we put our content to share, you know, our views and narratives and stuff like that. Now, what's really happening is some of us have become victims of, if not a lot, the content creators. You dare to speak up. This is not about being obnoxious and coming out of your way to, you know, pointlessly attack any brand or any organization, but for daring to express yourselves. People are having content taken down without explanation. They're having their civil liberties crushed, you know, before their eyes. They're having their channels, they're being threatened with deletion of their channels, and these are platforms where people have uploaded thousands of videos. You've put hours and hours into creating timeless contents, and there is a message that I personally have picked from this, and it's basically where people say to you, listen, we really don't give a shit about you, but we only care about our own narratives, and we're basically telling you that we control this, we own this. We have the power to dismantle whatever it is you think you're doing. Just like you switch off the light or you switch on the light, we can cut you short within the 2 shakes of a duck's tail, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. Do you get what I'm saying? They've shown us time and time and time again. So the way I look at it in a nutshell is, as Africans, we own nothing. Let the truth be told. We own nothing. We own nothing. And like I said, if we carry on with the do nothing approach and we allow the trespassers, this so-called powers that be, they're showing us, man. You're seeing everything that's happening, that's playing in real time before our eyes. This is not a joke, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a joke, man. I'm going to say this before I forget. For those of you that live in the West, you have your degrees, you have your good jobs, you work in the city of London, you have this, you have that. Did you hear what I said at the beginning of that statement? You live in the West. We pretty much live in a system that's not designed for us. We live in a system that's not designed to cater to our interest. We're just being tolerated. Okay? They can shift the goalpost. They can change the laws anytime, any day to cater to their interest. That's a fact. That's not Phrankleen making that up. Africa is deteriorating on a daily basis. And they are moving in. Oh, brutal forces are being used. They are moving in. The severity of the moves is scary. It's deeply worrying. Because it's one thing to say, oh, we know, we're talking about it. Like I'm talking right now. But the do nothing approach, 10, 20, 30, 40 years, 40, 50 more years. I'm not even sure if it will take that long. Because there are certain countries in certain parts of the world who have bought aggressively already into Africa, and they're doing it. They're moving billions and taking over our spaces, our land, our resources. There might come a time in the near future, I stand to be corrected, whereby we as Africans will become tenants, will become tolerated tenants within the confines, within the jurisdiction of Africa. We as Africans might end up being forced into the version 2 of colonialism, slavery, once again. I mean, we can say here and there and stuff, we talk about racism and all that stuff. That's not what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about Africa, the takeover of Africa. It started. You don't have to be some kind of expert. You just have to work with a degree of common sense. Connect the dots. Allow your brain and minds to work. What's going to happen to our children, the generations to come? Most of us now, our parents are old and gray, they're tired. A lot of them are dying out. Grandparents, they're leaving the planet. My fear is the do-nothing approach will cripple Africa. They want all the resources, and I mean all of it. Africa is blessed. Africa is blessed with unbelievable amounts of abundance and resources. They want it. They want it so bad. They want all of it. And they want the Africans obliterated. If not obliterated entirely, if the do-nothing approach carries on, we will be forced into a tight corner whereby we become tenants in our own land. You see how that sounds? It's just my thought process, okay? There's been a lot of censoring happening even on this platform. I realized, I tell you this, let me finish on this note. Last night, I was going through the back end of my YouTube account, and I realized that YouTube had unscrupulously held over 650 comments across some of my really powerful videos. So what it means is I've had to undo everything. These are very engaging comments from a lot of you viewers. I was shocked. I thought I understood the dashboard and all the back ends and how things work. But I was taken aback. It got me thinking. I didn't go to bed until pretty late. And the message therein is there's a huge amount of suppression. Those that have the ability to do that, they've said it. I've read materials online. They have the ability to suppress your content. If they deem it controversial, not necessarily that you're saying anything, dangerous to anybody or threatening anyone, they can limit how your content, move, who sees it, number of people that you should see. So say, for example, 10,000 people would have normally viewed your video, 20,000, 100,000. They can limit it that maybe 5,000 would see it, maybe 6,000 would see it. They can, for no just cause, demonetize. They can remove your videos abruptly. They can shut down your channel. And if you look at the bigger picture, this is basically a classic example of suppressing and crushing our civil liberties, our freedom of expression. So they'll use that cop-out. Oh, it's our platform. Yeah, now is the time. I'd love to have my own platform. I'd love to. Because I really I am that dude. I'm of the belief that I'm sent to this world to affect humanity positively, and I will do that. Even though I have my cross to bear, I have my own challenges in life. But I'm a black man who loves my people so dearly. The suffering of my people is not something I personally can't speak for the next black man, but the suffering of my people and how we are treated, particularly in this part of the world, man, it angers me all the time, 24/7, man. I can't live through life pretending like I can't see the daily microaggression. You know, when you're somewhere, you know that you're just being tolerated. It would be delusional of me to get carried away because of a little, oh, because I'm a British citizen, I got a British passport, or because you got a little change in your pocket, or because you think you're earning £500 a day, or because you think you work for Barclays Capital, or because you think you're an IT consultant, or because you think you live in Kent, or because you think your children go to private school. Oh, I live in a gated community. Oh, I'm not bothered. Nah. If you're a black person and you have that type of mindset, you're just a house Negro. You're just a house Negro. A house Negro. Yeah. Anyway, that's me done. Catch you in the next one. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I hope we don't become tenants in Africa. That's where I see this world, the direction this world is going into. Africa is unbelievably blessed. There's huge disunity. They want to have it totally destabilized and take full control of our resources. It's been in the works for years, man. That's where this is going. It's your boy, Phrankleen. Peace and love. Bye now.